Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I would like to showcase this deck for you. So this deck is a slight variation of the Go Buff Yourself deck that I shown in a previous video. When I first showcased this particular deck here, it was in the Planeswalker review for Vraska Betrayal Sting. And this one is a slight variation of that. The only difference here is I'm trying to build this one for a little more speed. And just like the other one, this one of course is a championship level deck, which means obviously that I've played the Trial of the Plains with this one here. I want the node on the top, the node on the right, the node on the bottom, and the node on the left. All of those twice over without losing a single game. That allows me of course to win all of the rewards. And at that point, you know what, I kind of seal the deck and say, hey, this is a championship level deck, let's put it out on the channel already. Anyway, this is basically a version of the Go Buff Yourself deck that you've seen, as I mentioned. The only difference here is that I'm putting this Vraska the Relic Seeker. Vraska Relic Seeker is a really good one. I like this one here. I put this one in and I taken out the Swashbuckler's Whip. Swashbuckler's Whip is really good for defense, but this one, like I said, I really want to see if I can push the limits of how fast this deck can go. And that's really one of the strengths of Vraska Betrayal Sting, is it just goes fast, right? Let me just show you real quick. This is the Vraska Relic Seeker if you haven't already gotten it. The important part here is you get the subtype Pirate when you go with this first ability. What's important of that subtype is because you have that subtype, it just becomes really important that you're able to use double strike here, right? So you use this second ability, it gives all your pirates double strike. And like I said, you get Pirate up here for all your creatures. So that's the way we're going to try to make this deck faster. We're going to give our creatures Pirate and then give them the double strike here. I like this card. Very good. For those of you that didn't see the Vraska Betrayal Sting Planeswalker review, the deck that I'm using here is a deck that's based on speed. And when you take a look, you have a really nice mana bonus here for black, right? That's going to help you with the speed aspect of the game. Really what we're going to try to do is use these cards here to convert a lot of gems to black. And once we're converting gems to black, as you can see, that's going to just definitely push tons of mana into the hand. And at that point, we're going to have a lot of things paid off. We're going to use this here, Oiled Incubation. Helps you to draw 4 cards. That's the important part of this. Of course, if we don't have the ability to draw cards, then all of this mana will just get in the hand and then maybe not even be used. So really the strength of this deck is to be able to pay off a lot of stuff and then put stuff back into the hand and then pay it off again, and really just try to flood your opponent. Just try to overwhelm them with the number of cards that you have. So that's kind of the sense that we're going with here. I like to show that I have Necrosquito in here. This one, of course, you get the oil counters. At the beginning of your turn, this creature gets XX. X is the number of the oil counters on this creature here. And what's important is this one will buff itself, right? And that's kind of why we call this deck Go Buff Yourself, because it's going to get itself bigger and bigger and bigger. Here's another one, kind of the same idea with the last deck, like I said. This one is going to help you to get stronger and buff your creatures again. At the beginning of your turn, if you control 3 or less cards naming Incubator, create 2 Incubator tokens. Those cards gain Oil 2. Otherwise, destroy all cards named Incubator that you control. Obviously, if you're familiar with Incubator, you can skip this part of the video, but if you're not, you can read it here. Really what it is a nice way to buff creatures that you have. It says your first creature with the least power gets +X+X, and that would be this this card's oil counter. So really you want to just load up on all the oil counters, make this number as big as possible, and then destroy these Incubator tokens, and then your creatures are going to get that buff. Alright, so that's basically it. Same thing as the last one. Atraska's here, helps us to proliferate. Obviously, proliferate's good. The Escalate ability is good here for these two because, again, it's going to help those oil counters get bigger and bigger. And here's another one, that Escalate again. Yeah, that's the whole point. We're trying to buff these creatures, get them to be super big and strong. And really the whole idea is, like I said, we're going to try to load the hand, get rid of cards fast, play them fast, and really just use this one as a really good speed planeswalker. Alright, we're looking okay in this hand here. I'm gonna try to get down as many of these that will help us to convert gems to black. For those of us that don't have Vraska, I think Vraska is a really good one. You can take a look at the mana bonuses here. And I just refer you to the rest of the videos that I made for this one if you want any additional information. Wow, the opponent's looking like they're getting a ton of those mana cascades. That's kind of cool for them. We're going to have to get something together like that too, though. And, oh, okay, we got a mana cascade for ourselves. That's sweet. The opponent's got Daretti. Daretti's a nice planeswalker. I do think he's really good, especially when it comes to using different types of artifacts. We're going to have to really make sure that we do a good job of locking down Daretti, because Daretti can ball. Like, seriously, he's a really good planeswalker. Geothermal Bog. Alright, we'll get rid of that. And there we are. This is what we talked about in the video that I put together for the Planeswalker review. This particular Planeswalker is really good at paying off cards because of that huge mana bonus, and then also getting cards into the hand rather. And we get cards into the hand, we'll just keep loading up and being able to play tons and tons of things. And like I said, this whole deck is about creatures that buff themselves, and you saw a little buff there. Okay, here we go. Alright, at this point, what I really want to do is prioritize Sunbird Standard and then also Leyline of the Guild Pack, just because those two are really good when it comes to helping me to convert gems and really just do a whole lot of stuff with the actual theme of this deck, right? And that's convert a ton of gems to black and then get us going with the mana bonuses. Alright, we're doing good, and we'll see a buff coming up. It looks like there we are on that buff. And you can see why we like the Necrosquito, right? It's getting bigger and bigger all by himself. We really don't have to do anything. And then cool, you can see the conversion of those gems. That helps. Now here we are, we made these two pirates as I talked about. That's important. We'll go with this. We don't really need this one here. These two, I tell you what, we'll get rid of this. Part of me also wants to get rid of this, and then we'll use that ability again. Alright, there we go. Okay, there's another trap, so that's cool. I'm going to move these down just because we already have them. And then, yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Okay, there's some help there. A nice Leyline of the Guild Pack. Glissa's in. Okay, so we're doing a terrific job here. Kind of what I'm thinking of doing is hitting the double strike right here and starting the process of, oh, this is a good creature. All right, that's cool. That's okay because we have another one in the hand. But I want to start the process of this guy just loading up on tons and tons of damage using that double strike. Kind of, that's the whole reason that I changed this deck a little bit, is right because I wanted to add a lot of speed. And, you know, it's simple. It's just one card sometimes will give you all the speed that you need there. Alright, let's go with this. Very cool. I tell you what, I will go yes. And let's see if I can get some help. Sometimes that's not a really good idea, but you know what? Let's see if I can get some help with that. I mean, it's not like we need it. We're doing a great job. There we go. That's nice. That's really cool. Alright, the important part that you'll notice on this turn is I want to get that double strike right there. Okay, double strike is active. And yeah, we're looking good. This is really awesome. You know, like I said, we kind of don't even need to worry about the gem conversion for that last move there, because this one is flowing nicely. Sunbird Standard, very cool. Merciless Repurposing. Let's hit that guy. And that's a really good card for us because we put down those incubators as well. And there we go. We're going to start seeing that this guy's going to get bigger and bigger a lot faster. And that's really the point of this deck. Get it done fast. This is a tremendous Planeswalker. I definitely think this is one of those that is just really, really fast and just a great way to play black. There we go. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to be the end of the video, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is one of those things that I kind of do for you guys because as far as I'm concerned, I do like the last deck. But for you guys, I think you guys have mentioned in a couple of places you want to see something a little faster. And yeah, we can do that for you. So thank you for that feedback. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, this channel is for you. So this one is for you especially. Alright, that's it. Like and subscribe, share with all your friends. Of course, that helps the channel. Alright, good gaming, guys.